That's how we want to stat it. All right, bitches. Alrighty, alrighty. Test, test, test. Oh, I went live. Yes, I did. Greetings, greetings, greetings. I'm on a little early tonight. I think I owe you. Let's paint this damn cat. I am stoked. I am... No, sir, I don't like it. Let me a minute figure out this background thing. So we're going to do the cat in the cream color. Let's put Mineko right here. Let's get water out of the way and the beer. And let's put the cat here. We need the inspiration. Keep on keeping on. All right. Oops. Okay, so cream color. I like the red, but there's going to be... We're going to do purple and white because we want it to, it's just how the Cheshire cat goes, you know. And then, so if we do purple and white, then we go into some, maybe this, ooh, that'd be a nice orchid. Maybe these for orchids, which would be kind of cool. We could throw in a little purple in there as well, and then we do the teals and the seafoam green for the turtle. We do orange for the octopus, and maybe just dark purple tentacles. I think that'd be kind of cool. I get this purple right here. So, Nano Banana. Oh shit! Hi. Oh, Nana. All right, Nano Banana. Whoop whoop. Thanks for the subscription. Use that Amazon. Only good thing to come out of those bastards is you subscribing to my channel. Thanks, bud. Well, I've got a few viewers here. Well, shit, hi, yes. I am back. Sorry I missed Friday. My house almost burnt down. So I'll have to post up some of the video on Instagram or whatnot, but I woke up in the morning. It was about noon. We did a little conference call, and my wife came in and kind of, hey, you know, one of you has to come out here. So they went out, and I finished up the call, went outside, and there was like, you know, it's smoky, you know, you'd smell the smoke or whatnot, but there was a fire engine at the end of the driveway. We said, hey, what up? And he's like, oh, it's just a small fire. It's no problem. Came back down here. The neighbors, the guy across the street actually was the deputy fire marshal or something like that at some time. And so he had a bunch of the, probably about 5 or 6 trucks came down, and they were hanging out with him. And you could see like a lot of smoke coming up from behind the trees behind his house. And I walked out on the front porch. They're all just shooting the shit, laughing, oh, it's okay, blah, blah, blah. And then this huge fucking tree goes up, and I'm like, and there was one of the fire guys was parked in my garage, and I'm like, hey, that's not cool, is it? So, and it just spread from there. Started leaping from tree to tree. It got within, I think, 75 feet of my neighbor's house, which is about 150, 200 feet from my house. They had helicopter drops. They had people from all over the fucking county, and so thank you, firefighters, for saving all my art in my studio I just built. And yeah, so couldn't stream that night. We evacuated to the in-laws' house and just chilled out and drank beers and watched a movie about firefighters. Not backdraft. So I am back. I'm here. I'm on early tonight because I figured I'd, we owe you guys that. Come on a little bit early. And I'm really wanting to get this painting done, so I dig it. So we got the Cheshire. Yeah, everything's cool, man. It was just an annoyance because I had a lot of work to get done. So, and it was this homeless guy that set the fire. So I hope they catch him and tie him to a tree and burn him to death. So that would be very cool. I would have no problem with that. We have a Cheshire cat. Who's this little dude? Woo! So we're going to do cream color. We're going to go in with some purples. He almost has that Lorax mustache there, but we're definitely going to bring in the purple fur like it's growing on there. And that'll be kind of the, give him the bright blue eyes and whatnot. I think we're going to do, for the orchids, maybe the purples for the orchids. I kind of like these colors. And, I've got definite greens for the turtle, purples. We'll do some orange and figure something out for the octopus tentacles. Got some browns, maybe some golden browns up here for the buds and whatnot. Background, yes, I did find some actual, some gold paint. So we're going to do some, probably some gold stripes, maybe even do like a big one here and then two small ones here. And then maybe outline them in red and then keep the rest. I think a cream color. I'm actually, I think unbleached titanium. I'm going to go in and drop this in the background just to age this whole thing and get her going. I was going to kind of do this yellow, maybe that and some yellow. I don't know. It's going to be very experimental. So, but I told Genius Pipe about the designs. They're super stoked. We definitely finished up the Queen last week and got this guy going. And once we do this, we'll jump right into the caterpillar and get that one going as well. So we'll definitely need some advice, and we can really terrorize the caterpillar. So I think I'm just gonna deaden the white real quick with this kind of fleshy tone color. I didn't know titanium white was bleached or unbleached. I swear they make this shit up. Yeah, you'll let it slide this time? Thank you. I was so pissed. I literally was like sitting there all that whole night like, God damn it, I want to paint. But yeah, I was just super happy that I wasn't like, oh, I lost my entire studio in my house and now I'm just going to go live in a motorhome with my family and travel around. So whatever, at least we have a motorhome. That was one blessing. We had, my buddy Sugar took the van, Rachel drove the Traverse, I drove the motorhome, so we were able to get all three vehicles out. And then, if something did happen, we did have, me, I don't give a fuck. I'll drive around the country just selling art and meeting people and whatnot. And, got to be able to think quick like that. If your house burns down, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm going to become a carny. Why not? So I'm just trying to, kill this white because I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it. My 6-year-old just discovered the joys of Ren and Stimpy the other day. He might be a little too young for it, but him and his little buddy like powdered toast, man. Yeah, thanks, Raj. Glad your stuff didn't burn to a crisp. I'm super stoked on that. Yeah, I got a lot of cool shit. But it's funny though. It's like once I got the artwork out and I got the camera equipment out, and I got a 27-inch iMac here, and I'm just like, my wife's like, "What do we have?" I was like, "Did you get the passports and all that shit?" And yeah, okay, and paintings, anything else? And I'm like, no, I really don't give a shit about anything else in the house. I'm like, if it burns, whatever. Appliances I'm not going to save because they're insured. I honestly just couldn't think of anything I really gave a shit about. I was like, family safe, got the paperwork, artwork's out. Do I need my blender, my juicer, my favorite coffee mug? That's why I like moving, because I like just getting rid of shit. You're like, how many trips to the garbage can I make? I did pull out my, I have a whole box of shit, not in the studio, but in the house. Whoops. Flick the light up there. With all my old archival art, like my original Sony PlayStation concept sketches for Twisted Metal, my very first comic book cover I ever painted, copies of that comic book when they first got published. So I did manage to save that. But maybe that's, maybe that's the difference between an artist and someone who just buys shit and is like, as long as we've created something and it's more important to save. I sure as hell didn't save the 70-inch TV or whatever size it is, 50-inch. I didn't even buy the damn thing. In fact, both my TVs were presents from my father-in-law, so. In fact, I almost saw it as an opportunity. Like, when no one's looking, shit, maybe I'll go throw my, go huck the TV in the fire. All right. Woo! But I have a lot of friends in Reading, too, and I can't even, what I went through couldn't even compare with what they're going through right now. So I have friends that have been evacuated for a week now, and, 90,000 acres, or I didn't even see today's update as far as, like, acreage and what the devastation is in Redding, California, but my heart goes out to the Honest Brutality dudes, heavy metal podcast that's based out of Shasta Lake there, and I know they've had to move on, and they were out of the house for a while, so all that is just a waste of time. I'd save things I made too, and my PlayStation. Yeah. I mean, you need something to do, right? I guess if you're. Man, it is steamy in here. That's the problem when you build a really nice studio and you do it right and you insulate right. In the daytime, it's like 20 degrees cooler. It's so nice in here, but now that it's starting to get chilly outside, it's just heating up in here. I'm like, shit. But I did buy a screen door, so my door is open in my studio. So either way, fire, heat, we're all burning. All right, so you can see how this kind of, it's like a parchment color, so it kind of just deadens the white and gives me like a background to be able to bounce these colors off of, as opposed to like, so this ridiculous white. But and as usual, don't really care if it goes over the black. That's just a guideline. All those will get filled in eventually, and if, certain colors go over it, and then, like, if this is bright white and that's a little bit darker, and whatever color I put on top kind of, has that same kind of shading and whatnot, it just adds to it, adds to the texture, adds to the, kind of the skin of the octopus. So what I'm saying is, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Anybody do anything fun? I'm going to see chat go work. Thanks, Guy Renard. Yeah, I'm happy I'm not on fire either. So my one buddy said, he's like, I know your last painting was fire, man, but you have to set the neighborhood on fire. There we go. All right. I got a bit too drunk Saturday. Excellent. That's what I did. Cheers to that. I actually went down to my buddy Charlie's place in Oak Harbor, or Coopville, a little bit south of Oak Harbor. He has a really nice house. It's called The Compound. This thing is huge. But we drank a bunch of Coors Lights and shot the shit, and And then he texted me the next morning. Ugh. I'm like, one of those nights. I finished a painting I started Thursday. I nearly finished one of those. I don't know if I should continue or what to do with the background. I usually throw the background in digitally or, yes, what to do. We've all been there. Here, let's chuck a little yellow. Maybe a homeless man peed in the corner. Here we go. See, we wish we had like Bob Ross commentary like that. You know, let's put a little homeless man in the corner. He's got to pee somewhere. Maybe this big old tree will offer some protection while he drains the lizard. There we go. Yeah, link it. Friday was long, 16 hours, baked Saturday night, laughed for 3 hours, slept for 12. I gotta let the Tims of the world. I'm sorry. Hi, that's Tim talking. Okay, yeah. I thought you meant I gotta stop letting those hobos let you pee on my art. But you pay me so much money to do it. What's up, Tim? Put a little outhouse by the shack. Exactly. He paints those damn cabins. It's like but there's never anywhere for anybody to pee. I found an art contest. Okay. What's that all about? Like who can paint the best hobo pee shack? We can throw some water on that because even though it's kind of light, it'll definitely be able to show through. Whew. I got to get my exercise in for today anyway. Flicking a paintbrush. Lately, I've been sawing trees down. I got all these keep hitting the light. I got all these overgrown bushes and trees out in the backyard. So every time I if I need to really ponder a decision or something like that, I just grab the chainsaw and go to town out there. And usually, by the time the tree is just mangled and destroyed, I'm like, I have an answer. But you're going to be interested. I don't know. I'll go in there and smash it. I like the turtle. I can't tell if it's supposed to be scared or enraged. Well, it depends if I paint the eye like dark red, or like glowing, or actually it kind of looks like someone's like fucking with his butt, maybe, I don't know. Like, ooh, what is that octopus tentacle? There was a fourth one somewhere. It was the best sleep I've had in a long time. I can imagine, dude. Get baked, laugh for 3 hours, and you're probably exhausted. Hey, Raj, whisper that link to me, and I'll pull it up afterwards. So, I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, dude. It's a turtle and a cat and some tentacles. Flowers have eyeballs. I mean, I'm not going to assume to know. There we go. All right. Do. Hey, fuck you. There we go. And then go back over it with some even more of that. It's kind of layers and layers and layers. My bad. Oh, no. I just meant it's going to go up through chat, and I'm not going to be able to see it if I, but if you drop it in Whisper, I can take a look at it when I'm finished. Because I'm sure if it's a contest, I'm going to want to read the rules and see what's what. Oh, who's coming through the door?
Oh, who's coming through the door?
It's Mr. McFeely.
Speedy delivery.
Yeah. I read an article the other day about this kid who grew up next to the real Mr. Rogers. Like, Mr. Rogers really was his neighbor. up in Pennsylvania. He said he was kind of a badass. Okay, I got, so what's that? Discord app? Oh, is that an art link? Oh, shit. I like that. Yeah, look at this. That's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah, what is that? What medium? It looks like ink and colored pencil or whatnot, but you tell me. And then you drop in the background digitally, you said? Ink and watercolor. Nice. Dude, it looks beautiful. That's awesome. But I like, and I like curly Q shit like that, so right up my alley. Maybe a little bit of orange. Can we go up here? Maybe, kind of. There we go. All right. Yeah, smoke it out. Experimenting with fractals for the backgrounds. That'd be awesome. Hell yeah. That would be very cool. All right, I got some trivia for you guys. So in my attempt, I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos on putting businesses together and stuff like that, kind of, bumping up my business plan and investors and blah, 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 all that. But I came across this cool video where this guy was talking about, a real famous dude. He wrote a book called Persuasion. And, well, there's a couple things funny about the video, but he, since this is a Chinese restaurant, if you've ever gone in and they put that little asterisk by like 5 or 6 menu items, and then you look down and it says like our most popular dish. Statistically, by doing that, 18% increase in that item being ordered. And way more than like if you say, oh, this dish is the chef's special or whatever. He was coming up with all these like wild statistics like that, but I think since this one's in a Chinese restaurant, that one pertained to what we're doing tonight. So, trippy shit. Have I watched any of the Gary V stuff? Hell yeah. In fact, I just got tagged in a post. Hashtag Sean Dietrich, hashtag Gary V. By some podcast lady. Yeah, that guy's very cool. And he's super neurotic and New Yorker and he's awesome. He's not one of these like uptight nerds or business types. What you gotta do is there we go. Kind of buffing some color here. Mild persuasion. Yeah. Well, it's not like the chef standing over you with a hammer, like, what are this? It's pretty cool stuff, though. I forgot, man, there was one other statistic that kind of blew me away, and I completely forgot it, but I don't know. I love all that shit, like Freakonomics and great documentary. But it's, just when it explains, like, why we do what we do. Yeah. Hey, Scree. That homeless man does have blood in his piss. You're right. The more orange that this color gets. Very observant. He had the chef's special. Oh, yeah. I love that he screams about gratitude and kindness in the most aggressive tone out there. Yes. He has a very German approach to it, Was that old commercial where, like, the German psychiatrist, I want you to relax now. Just how, like, overly... But his message is good, which is really cool. That's just, he's a New Yorker. And that's just how they remain calm, by screaming. He's Russian. Okay. Well, there you go. He's Russian, too. Yeah, I like his stuff. Yeah, that's what I find myself doing at 2:30 in the morning on YouTube, watching all these just weird. It'll jump for that to like Steve Jobs videos where he's saying some funny shit to another video in the same vein, or just let YouTube do the walking. All right. Blend in that bloody homeless man piss here, and we are good to go. I think we have the background. Perfect. Well, not perfect, but perfect for me. Perfectly done. Let's get a little more, strip out a little more of the color here, especially down here. There we go. Sugar just got back from the weed store too, so we might have some new fragrances for you all. I just smelled the, what was it? Cape Cod? Grape God from Wow Weed. The odoriferous emanations were amazing. Huh? All that packaging sucks.
Well, yeah, the other one. The blackberry cobbler.
Yeah. They come up with clever names for the weed and like grow the weed nice, and then they put it in like the equivalent of like a brown sack lunch. Yeah, I mean, look at this horse shit. Like, that's like some package they ordered,
But look at the.
and then they made a garbage sticker. What is it?
Blackberry cobbler.
And what am I looking at? The insane. Holy shit! There we go. Here you guys go.
So they don't get the
Yeah.
logo bullshit from my glass jar.
Very beautiful stuff. Woo!
It's very purple. Did you smell it, dude?
I don't know.
It smells so
Yeah.
good.
Oh man, it's amazing. It's too bad I don't smoke.
It smells berry, right?
It does, yeah. They look like MRE bags. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, got the whisper. Perfect. Yeah, a lot, and there's some that go overboard with their packaging, and others that just like don't give two shits, and it's pretty crazy. A lot of time, it's like anything, got to draw the eye before people ask about the shit, but. Oh, here you are. Naples yellow. This will be the base color for our kitty cat. I don't smoke either. I eat my drugs. Attaboy. All right. Drop in some background color here. Send you links on stuff I like hearing what those people say. Sure, man. I just search it out. Yeah, like I said, I'll put something in, or I'll search like a specific topic that relates to that I actually want to hear about, and then I'll end up just watching all these other videos. What was the one funny? Oh, this guy. I'm like, I know that voice. Was it Mark Cuban, maybe, was the guy I quoted? It was like, one of his tips was to like use the technology when you start a business. Like, don't try and like, it's like, he's like, if you have a Mac, use a Mac.
Right.
He's like, if you have Vista, Windows Vista, ask yourself why, then use Vista. He's like, but use what you have. I'm like, and if it, and if he's going to poke at Windows, I'll definitely take his advice. Although I haven't used Windows in a very, very long time, so I do not know if they've improved anything or.
Well, it's not like Vista.
It's definitely not like Vista. Yeah, so you can see the little kitty cat right here. It's going to be the template for my coloring, except what did I say? We're going to do purples instead of reds. That'll work fine. Am I at? Still 99 followers. I got to get to 100. I think I've been at 100 for a week. I haven't been on.
Is there a specific link to Twitch or?
For my channel?
Yeah, like
Twitch.tv/Sean Dietrich. Yeah, get some homies on board. I was at 99 for 2 months. Oh, we will not be doing that. No. That's why I prefer Windows, but I like gaming, and Mac has some porting issues. Yeah, Mac's never been, known as a gaming computer. And I couldn't even, I just remember using Windows when I was a mortgage broker, and it was the biggest hunk of shit I've ever used. And it just was, this is 2002, 2003. And then my Mac just worked. So, that's just how I grew up. It wasn't, I had a great iMac in 99. That was my first Mac ever. So whether one's good for whatever or another. But I had a PlayStation 2, so I didn't game on my Mac, of course. But I don't think, oh, no, wait, I had Diablo. I remember that because I didn't have my PlayStation. I had my iMac, and I lived in this apartment where, the floors were so thin, I'd be playing Diablo at, 2 a.m. and hitting the button where he talks, time to die. And this lady would just be beating on her ceiling. And then eventually we just nailed the game to the wall because it was taking up too much of our time. So we just had the Diablo CD-ROM just nailed to the wall. I will never be at 99. I don't stream. Well, there you go. You've eliminated a problem.
I don't even have 99 problems.
Yeah, right? Purple, okay. Let's see. That's all going to be first, so we'll just do cream color here. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's coming to life. I love how that contrasts. Now that that's in there, all that is fading out a little more, and then this orange is really kind of shadowing in. Kind of ties it all together. The fuck is that? Oh, that's the orchid. Okay. It's okay not to remember what you just drew. It happens. I remember some of the Todd McFarlane comics. He drew so detailed that the colorists would have just a bitch of a time matching up piles of bodies and whatnot. And there'd be one guy would have a blue suit but a green arm because it came out from some other guy. And yes, the cream color is the plastic part of the cat, and then the fur is just going to be attached to it. And then we'll shade his teeth. We'll keep his teeth a nice bright shade of white. Just get some gray in there to shade it out. Oh shit, look who logged in. Genius Pipe Steve! What's up, dude? Let me guess. Well, you were at a bar at 2:30 in the afternoon. When you transfer it onto Canvas, how do you do it? Completely freestyle. So that sketch I did in the book, I just freestyle it on here, but I tighten everything up. So yeah, yeah, I know, Steve. Didn't you walk out of there with a growler? Yes, sir. There he is. Genius Steve, everyone, the marketing director for Genius Pipe. And well, yeah. They did. What were you telling me today? You hired a social media person, but you're still stuck with me. What is this crap? Stay hydrated, bot. No. Yeah, we get.
I even see the stay hydrated pod.
Yeah. I don't. Whoa, what is that? I think the space shuttle just drove by in front. That's Cinnamon, our guard dog, barking at the wall right now. You can yell at Sugar.
I already did.
Shut the fuck up. Steve's in Albuquerque, where they just had a record rainstorm. How much, yeah, here, stay hydrated, bot. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. That PBR sports drink is so good. Feels wonderful. How many inches of rain did you get, Steve? That was absolutely insane. Steve was born in 1980, and I think the last big storm was, what, 79? Everybody's going to know everything about Steve. Oh, I think he passed out. Yeah. How the hell did you get that emote? Oh. Jesus.
It's called Panic Basket.
Panic basket? Jesus. 4 inches in an hour. Jesus. Sounds like a slow night for a Chinese prostitute. There we go. All right. DJ Sugar. You guys keeping it lively. Actually, I know these people in person. Well, you know Sugar, but no. Just using all the emotes. When old people discover emotes. Let's click them all. What's this button do? Hey, a picnic thing is on fire. Well played. There you go. You're actually using them appropriately. Is that a fire engine? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's FedEx. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of you. What's life like on the other side? No, yeah. Kai Renard, I can see him running through a field with his arms out. I know no one. Dawn, I did the gender thing again. Are you a dude? I'm assuming again. No. That's going to be the death of me on this streaming thing. I'm safe. Oh, and then there's going to be some transgender person that's just going to light me up, you know? But that's okay. I'm a guy. Okay, all right, I got it right. Or I guessed right.
I forgot that I ate two fucking edibles.
You ate 2 edibles, too?
Yeah.
Sugar is high.
2 10 milligram medallion, cookies and cream medallion.
Though a lot of people assumed I was a female when I was younger. Okay, all right. Yeah, I used to have long black hair down to about yay, you know. I had the Trent Reznor 90s do going on. And I had a friend of mine in Pittsburgh walked up and like tapped me on the shoulder once. I turned around and she's like, "Oh, I thought you were a chick. I was trying to find out what you look like." I'm like, "Great, time for your haircut." There we go. So dropping in a little yellow ochre. Oh, what do we got? I got a lot going on here. Chat's on fire tonight. I was doing drag to pay for college art supplies. That is amazing. Later, genius Steve.
Bye, Steve.
He's literally sliding down the wall right now, like about to pass out as he's typing that. You know? That's why N-I-G-H-T was too much for him. It was N-I-T-E.
Like the mouse in Alice in Wonderland in the teapot.
Yeah.
Always.
I have 3 feet of blonde hair. Holy shit. Some Viking shit right there. That's always impressive. Like, who's, is it Sin? The guitar player for Ministry has like 3 feet of black hair or whatever. It's just silky smooth looking. I'm like, how does he maintain that? Rock money. Actually, I have Viking heritage. Well, there you go. All right, I'm just guessing them all right today. There we go. All right, and Steve is out. No. Steve is a very fun dude to party with. When we go to Vegas, it's yeah. It's one of those situations where you're like, I am glad I don't know any of you fools in real life. Vegas is Vegas. Like Double Down Saloon. Go and get a couple shots of ass juice in a Schlitz. I think it's $3.50. But if you haven't had ass juice, oh, and also find it in my memorabilia box. I got the ceramic toilet.
There it is.
World's laziest graphic designer creates perfect poster. Oh, nice.
Hi, Dave. It's Tom. Can you do a poster for our music night? Yes, babe. Send me the details. Friday, 5-5, Michaela Wild. Friday, 26-5, The Swinger Tones. Friday, 2-6, Corey Drew. Saturday, 10-6, Crimson Child. What time do they start?
So that's what he printed out? That was his Facebook message?
What time do they start?
That's amazing.
9-ish. All done, mate.
That's awesome. And now that that's out there, that will be an awesome poster. Someone will make that, and that will be there's going to be 1,000 of those club flyers. Yeah. Also started designing emotes for my channel. So I had a buddy in a minute. Oh, nice. Yeah. Very cool. What's going on? You going to bed? Oh, good night. Pop in. Good night. I didn't know what you wanted. Yay. The fam. Yeah, come on around. Want to say hi to everybody? This is my oldest. This is Guinevere. Give me a hug. She's going to bed. All right, good night. I will. I don't know where my youngest is. He's running around, you know. He's probably already in bed, passed out. Oh, that's right. He is the Lego man, you know. He's probably got, so the best is when he like buys a Lego set and then makes it better. Like Lego fucked this one up. Ugh. There we go. Just dropping in some ochre.
Ogre?
No, this is Funkerbot.
Oh, it's all.
Yellow ochre is the color. Yeah, it's like a remix. I could put some ogre in, I guess. I don't know. I don't think he did a Front 242 compilation. And like Covenant. And VNV Nation.
Who, this DJ person?
Yeah. Dark Modulator on YouTube.
Yeah, the guy that somebody else thinks sucks.
Yeah. I've been researching Viking runes to make emotes. Oh, fuck yeah. That'd be awesome.
Is that the basis of Kai Dark?
Oh, yeah, your art. Is that the basis? Like, are those just your own designs or whatnot? Or is your art itself based off that? Or I'm going as far as making all the colors and stuff have meanings to be proper. Hell yeah. Details, man. People put time into the details. That works. I'm going to do the one for love because everyone has fucking heart emotes. Not me. I got one emote. The devil with his tongue out. He is ready for action. No, I'd like to design a whole series of devils. 305,000 acres in Cali went up in flames. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. I got buddies that evacuated Redding.
Have you heard from Eric and Naomi?
He posted a new podcast in Honest Brutality, so I don't know if they're home, but I know he had all his equipment with him.
Oh, he was able to.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, what a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, great God.
Great God. Yeah, that is some scary shit. I mean, just the fire in my backyard was like, ugh. But I can't imagine anything like the Redding fire and what those people are going through. In fact, one of my wife's relatives was up here for the family reunion, and they own a semi-truck. He's a truck driver. So they drove up here, did the family reunion, and on the way back, their house burnt down. They lost everything. They literally had the clothes they brought and their semi-truck with them. Everything else is gone. So it's absolutely nuts down there. Crazy, crazy. I mean, once it all burns, at least they have quite a few years before it's primed to go up again, but still. It's not really the fire. It's usually set by stupid shit. Like, I got this homeless guy, and there was one year in San Diego. Some guy, like, threw a car part in the weeds. It was hot, and $300,000 acres, just one is crazy. Yeah, because when my buddy was evacuating on Thursday night, I believe, it was 29,000 acres, the car fire, and then by that morning, I think it doubled to 44 and then to 80 by that night. So it's just absolutely. But I guess now it's not threatening Redding. It's actually burning off into just some desolate area or whatnot. So, which there is a lot of desolate area up there. But I remember flying like back to Baltimore to see my family one summer and just flying over like the desert, even in Arizona and whatnot, and just plumes of smoke everywhere, just out in the middle of nowhere. What do we got? Neurotic fish. There we go. Alright. A little bit underneath the nose here. I'd rather not burn to death. I'm sticking away from Cali. Stick away from the West Coast. Dude, Eastern Washington up here is all on fire. They're fighting fires in Oregon. Come to the West Coast. You'll burn to death. Every place has their fun, though. I mean, you know, everybody complains it rains up here, and I'm like, yeah, but it's actually very mild compared to, like, growing up outside of Baltimore. It's humidity and, oh, a hurricane. Oh, a blizzard. And you got tornadoes in the Midwest and hurricanes in the South. Everybody's got their fun. Just start dropping in some of the shadows underneath the fur. Just kind of hit those a little bit. I'll go back in with that really bright color, if not just pure white, and put a little plasticky highlights. There we go. All right. Okay, start to show up. You can even just go into some of that raw color. Smooth it out a little. Let's get some white in there. Pick up some highlights. There we go. Yeah, we finally started getting some warm weather. It's been a very mild summer up here. Okay. Let's tap a little in there. Oh, yeah.
I mean, with all the fucking fires there have been in the last year.
How much is insurance going to jump?
Well, that too.
Insurance companies are freaking. They're calling up their assholes in reserve. All right, figure out how many of these houses we don't have to pay for. Call in the specialist. So I think I will get on the PC and work on them later this week. I got the sketches done, but dude, this cat's great. Cool, man. Thank you. Yeah, I'm having fun with it, and I like it even more that you guys help come up with the idea. Anytime I can think less is freaking awesome. But I'm excited to get the whole series done and see it. I told Genius Pipe the whole kind of concept behind it today, and kind of set a timeline. I mean, they knew what I was working on, but actually set a timeline for getting these done by next week. And so we should. I think they print the pipes like bi-weekly, so it'll be, it could be as soon as, like, if I submit it halfway through, like a week later, there could be pipes, and then like up to 2 weeks. But still, super quick to get something produced. And then I'll have 6 pipes out. If not, no, 7. We had Sugar Cube on tour, right? Yeah, we had 4 designs. Okay, so yeah. There we go. Yeah, that's a really cool idea, though. Viking runes for emotes. Doesn't get any more fucking metal than that. All right. Let's do, since I have it out, let's take a little bit of these 2 colors. And maybe a little bit of that yellow. Yeah. Water. Maybe get the orchid stalks, or whatever the fuck they're called. Paint those in. So do a base color like this, and then go in with some dark brown. Touch some of the edges to shade it. There we go. Drop it down so you guys can see this. That's why that whale was a pain in the ass. It was actually a bigger canvas, so I had to can do that a lot more to keep it on screen. There we go.
You're asking where Vince is. He's at 515 alive.
Oh yeah, what is that? What is that? Oh, stay hydrated, bud. You've been live for just over an hour. You should have consumed at least 4 ounces of liquor or beer. Okay, excellent. Thanks, bud.
It is a music festival.
Okay, where's the 515?
That is a great question.
Because you know it's the area code. Nobody comes up with something that original.
Alright, well, this flyer sucks. It's telling you anything.
Did that guy design it?
Which guy?
The best flyer ever.
No, it's not that good, but like.
I feel like Hydro will get you so drunk on liquor. Yeah, like, oh shit, I need 4 shots. You are not a friend. Hydrobot.
Oh no, that's August 17th and 18th.
Ah.
Oh, but here is the actual.
The actual, where does this take place?
Oh, but that they couldn't find that page that they gave me the link to.
Sounds like a big money maker.
Here we go. Oh.
Sounds like it's going to be just an absolute.
There's a map!
There's a map!
Waterworks Park. Is that Chicago?
Maybe.
Oh, Iowa.
Des Moines, Iowa? Oh my god. Crazy.
Hey, man.
17th and 18th.
Space Next is going to be there, too. So is Future.
Okay.
It's going to be the best thing ever.
The Iowa rave scene.
Hey, don't talk shit about the Iowa rave scene.
I will.
I did some really amazing LSD in Grinnell, Iowa.
Oh, yes.
In the 1994 to be exact.
The 1994 Grinnell, Iowa acid experience.
We were raised in the basement of the Iowa City Hall.
Yes.
And bought the acid there.
From the mayor.
That's funny, but no.
Hello, son. Have you visited the John Deere Museum? Here's some acid. Crazy. 4 shots an hour, yeah. Yeah, Hydrobot would get you drunk. That'd be awesome, though. Could we do that? I know that would fall under self-destructive behavior in the terms of service, but we should have a competition. Like which Twitch streamers could survive the hydration bot liquor off, you know, or liquor contest. And the one who falls and twitches the most on the ground wins. See where I went with that? Seem worse of Twitch. I have done that. I have gone online and looked at, like, you know, people who didn't know their Twitch stream was still on, or.
Oh, what's that? Where they didn't turn it off?
Yeah, they didn't know they were streaming, and I think didn't Tim get banned for, like, jerking off at, you know, watching a porn or something like that? Somebody was telling me that.
Who?
One of the regulars at the Church of Swayze.
Oh, yeah. He got banned, or just like
Temporary ban, yeah. Because they realize, you know, guys got to do, but you can't do it live on Twitch.
Well, they can get in serious trouble.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't know. I'll have to get the story from him. I think it was just the porno was on really loud.
Oh, so it was the audio?
Yeah, or maybe the camera was facing the wrong way or something like that. There's a whole YouTube clips of 12. Yeah, oh yeah, I've seen people fall and vomit and pass out from drinking, and just the real cream of the crop at Twitch. Quality streaming.
Quality
UHF.
For the 20.
We got it all. Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome. Where is Weird Al? He should be here right now in the studio hanging. I mean, what the fuck else does he have to do? I'm fucking hungry. I'm hungry too, actually. Had one of those weird, like, ate lunch ate a snack, ate dinner, all within like an hour and a half. I was like, because I know I'm going to be hungry, and then wasn't hungry, and then all of a sudden, I'm really hungry. And then you had to go and fucking say something. You just ate sushi, so you'll be hungry in like 10 minutes. So you're hungry? Yeah. Go make a Huel. I bought bananas and berries for Huel. I could really go for some steak with mashed potatoes and a big ass pile of rice.
I would like that.
Sugar's down.
And some steamed broccoli.
He's buying.
Who's buying?
You are.
Oh. We'll have to wait until tomorrow.
Gotta treat our viewers right.
I spent all my money on weed.
Yeah, actually you gotta pay. He just spent all his money on weed. So. But it was the thought that counts. That if he had not gone out and bought 16 different strains of weed, 5 edibles, and a bunch of wax, he would have bought you steak. I don't know that you actually bought all that shit.
Bought what?
Oh, he says, I'll pay.
Where is this person?
I don't know.
Does it pay?
Thousands of miles away.
I will be there.
Booking a flight right now.
Where are they? I mean, I'll be coming through soon enough.
Yeah, right? All right, little shadows on the teeth. All right.
Still point us in the direction of the good fucking state. Oh, you live in Iowa?
Iowa! There you go.
Dude, we'll be coming through there in like 2 months.
My parents used to live in Davenport. And we always stop at the world's biggest truck stop.
I'm telling you, man, a solid steak in Iowa sounds good.
I think they'd probably pull it off there. I'm almost damn certain. Wherever there's a large concentration of white people, there's usually a good steak somewhere.
I had several good steaks on tour.
Right?
I'm trying to think of the place.
Davenport's so far away. Oh, all right.
Where in Iowa?
Are you on the west side then, or? Which is even closer to us, so. I want a shepherd's pie. That does sound good. I want pasta. I want a big thing of pasta with an obscene amount of cheese. You know?
I got, do you like Gouda?
I love Gouda.
Do you like blue cheese?
Yeah?
I make Gouda and blue cheese together, and we've got pasta in the camper.
Okay.
And bake it.
And bake it. Nice. All right. Cook it up. Well, I still got to stream for a few more hours, but I'm neither. You know, people do amazing things with pasta or rice, so I'm either way. I am a big pasta lover, though. I do like pasta because you can just eat so much goddamn pasta.
Gouda and blue cheese would be good together.
I don't know.
That sounds weird.
But Gouda as a grilled cheese. Remember Daniel at that one loft party?
It's not smoked, and I think
Yeah.
mine is smoked.
Like it's Gouda. It was a Gouda grilled cheese with garlic. Oh my god, that was amazing. That was just incredible. That loft party I did at Daniel's with the art show, and he cooked up grilled cheese appetizers.
Man, you have a brilliant memory.
I do have a pretty good memory. Steel
I-
trap.
You know what I remember about that night?
Nothing.
I remember about 3 things from that night. I remember meeting Berkeley.
There we go. We'll put a few dents on them.
I remember meeting
You have a good rice cooker. Rice dishes are good.
like VPs from LinkedIn
Yeah, right.
and Facebook,
Mhm.
and that kind of blew my mind.
And the co-host guy was having dinner with the Obamas the next night. So he was helping Daniel host my art show and then going to dinner at the White House.
Well,
Fun times. I think we're going to go, let's go with this darker purple.
that
For
was
him?
also the night that Cinnamon was on tour with us, and she had eaten something, and she was shitting blood.
Oh.
I had to walk her, like she was puking and shitting, and I had to walk
Awful.
her around
Switch out our bowls here.
like every half hour.
Oh.
I didn't get to sleep at all because I had to take care of Cinnamon.
Rice is also delicious, so Davenport is 6 hours away. So if rice wasn't delicious, Davenport would be closer. I think that's two separate sentences. All right, now if the orchids are going to be, what if we did the darker? Okay, we can, all right. In fact, we're just going to throw some shit up to see if it sticks. All right. We'll do this for the Cheshire. Yeah. And there'll be some darker, I'll go in and do the highlights with the white and the fur and the dark, like I did on the, what did I do that on? I think the mosquito. I know I did it on the Honest Brutality grizzly bear. Or brown-colored black bear. It's up to you. Right, there we go. It was definitely two sentences. Yeah. If rice sucked, the world would move Davenport closer. Yeah, I'm not impressed with Davenport or that area, or I don't know. We had where were we? I think we crossed the Mississippi Bridge, and there's a funky little town right there we went drinking at a couple years ago, and I think let's see if I can get this right. Is it Saylorville Lake or Reservoir or something north of Des Moines? We went camping there. Neither am I. Moline, that's it. Bam. Holy shit. I knew my little brother would know. He's in chat, yeah. Oh, yeah, he used to live there. Nano Banano. Yeah. That's, he lived there.
What's up, Ian?
Ian. He went through the terror. But we went drinking in Moline. And it was funny because we had the Uber, which they had, dropped us off at the bar, and there was like the sheriff car parked out front. I'm like, oh, wonderful. But then we went in, and it literally was like he was just sitting there shooting shit with the locals. I kind of walked in, and we both looked. Kai was with me, and he looked at him, and he's like, I'm like, are you open, or are you arresting someone? I'm like, because I don't know where I'm at, and you're like the only bar that didn't look like the Texas Chainsaw House. Moline. I'm sure if my parents are in the background, listening to this, or if Ian's telling them everything, they're starting to have flashbacks. Their PTSD from Iowa's kicking in. Don't ever mention that state. I don't know. No matter where we go, we have a good time, so ain't worried. Moline, that's it. Yeah, I like how the purple's interacting with it. Purple can be a tough color. That's the trigger word in the house. Rage so much. Like if dad won't lend you money or give you the car keys, you're like, Iowa. He just snaps. Goes into like a catatonic state. Write him out. Where else what was it? Omaha, Nebraska. One of the coolest punk bars in the world is there. This place is awesome. But they wouldn't sell me the painting of the woman drowning her babies on the wall. It's this real fucking like abstract looking thing, but if you looked at it close, you're like, oh, that's not cool. Ian says, what's up, sugar?
What's up is working. About to make macaroni and cheese.
I thought we were making pasta with Gouda baked with...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's exotic mac and cheese.
Sugar cooks great Italian. But when we have a coupon, we go to the Olive Garden. Ciao, Bella. There we go. Oh, he's just going to look like some patchy old dude. He's got 2 hours from Omaha. Okay. Yeah. So we could have a steak in Omaha. There you go. And then go to the punk bar.
See, everything's working out.
Everything always works out. Yes.
And we can call Josh. He'll come to the punk bar after it's due.
Yes. We have buddies. You have buddies. I probably met this buddy, but... Oh, that Josh. Oh, yeah. Okay. We did. What's the bar called? It's called the Punk Rock Bar with the painting they wouldn't sell me on the wall. I have no idea. I'd have to look it up again. The name was not memorable. But what I did is, right when we got to Omaha, first thing I do is Google best dive bars in Omaha, New Orleans, Baltimore, to find out where I need to go drinking and where I'm going to meet the cool locals, and then from there find out like about restaurants and things to do. So if you Googled that, and I'm sure one of the top 10 would be that bar. I know it was about maybe a 15-minute ride away from a Walmart we parked at, because we had the motorhome, so we stop at Walmart sometimes since you can camp at most of them. It was like one of those, I want to say it was one of those bars that just like wouldn't go away. Like they're gentrifying the whole area around it. And okay. Yeah. It wasn't anything too obscure. Like I said, you could search it and it would, pop right up. They don't cut the mustard? Oh, the mac and cheese, and those bars are the best. What was the bar we went to in Pensacola? The Elbow Room?
Yeah.
Was that the one?
Yeah.
Elbow Room, or no, that wasn't it, right?
What's it called? Elbow Bar?
The Elbow Bar or something like that? Holy crap, this has got to be, I would say, one of my top 10 bars in history. Landlord Jim's will always be number one in San Diego. It's gone now. The Handlebar. It's the Star Trek memorabilia one with...
No, it looks like it.
It's just all red and shit.
I don't know why they call it an alternative music
But
Far from that.
this bar had every Schlitz and PBR sign you could think of working. So if it rotated, it worked. The Elbow Room, that's what it's called in Pensacola.
Laid back bar with pizza and board.
And pizza and board games and arcade. Oh, it was insane.
We were gonna go to Handlebar, but then we read
That's right.
the description of Elbow Room.
Yeah.
We were like, we gotta go there.
It was absolutely it's the best dive bar in the South, let's say. I don't know. It's in my top two.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
I'd say it's probably Landlord Jim's and then Elbow Bar would be there.
All right, let me see what I can conjure up in the world of pasta.
Cool. And it was what was it? It was I mean, like if you remember when you go into like old bars, like and you shut the front door, it's padded, like a cell. Like they used to do that like weird padding on the doors. Probably if they were throwing drunk people out, they could just beat them against the wall without hurting them too bad. I don't know, but it had all that. It had this giant like rainforest looking thing at the back bar with like a pond in the middle, or I don't know, it was so weird. And then interjected in between, you know, little nooks and crannies of the bar of all these great signs. It was all Star Trek memorabilia. So like signed action figures and just all sorts of weirdness. But amazing bar.
Even the bartender chick was weird.
Yes, the bartender was very weird.
She was like, oh, go ahead and look through my records, and the one record I picked, she's like, no,
oh yeah, there's a record player there, and you could go through and just dig through the crate and pick out what you wanted, and he pulls out Tom Waits, and she's like, fuck no! Yeah, like,
she lost her mind.
she's like, I can't handle it, and I'm like, okay. Well then get rid of that record. Because you'll see the locals that are like, fuck the world, go in there, and then when you get there, like the uppity folks walk in and say, it's not what I wanted, this is a bar that's been running since Prohibition, and it's still like a blues juke joint. Sounds like, oh yeah, and dude, I love bars like that, just absolutely. Where's that, the Prohibition bar? We gotta put that on the list.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, I just...
Dude, that place we went to in Asheville was pretty badass too.
Oh, the Crow and Quill.
Yeah, Crow and Quill.
Asheville, North Carolina. Memphis. The Prohibition one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Crow and Quill in Asheville, North Carolina is unreal. It is, you can get a beer, but you can get some really fucking weird mixology whiskey shit. I don't know. But it was good.
Ernestine and Hazel.
Ernestine and Hazel's. It was a brothel for a time. I'm sure after 2 a.m. it turns into a brothel again. We got to put that on the list. I mean, we'll be in Louisville in September, so.
Yeah.
I'm sure we could swing over, and the wife will give me a hall pass that night. Yeah, I don't know. Bars close at 3? Nice. I will be there, well, let's see, probably around the 20th of September in Louisville. The first show is on the 22nd, 23rd, Bourbon and Beyond, and then the very next weekend in Louisville, same park, everything is louder than life. So 2 shows, 2 consecutive weekends. And then we start heading west to Sacramento for Aftershock, or we may be at this other thing we haven't heard yet. Hey, this thing.
We're doing this thing.
I like places where bars close at 3, though. That's yay. Let's see. Oh, let's paint these in purple. I do want to do that. Whoops. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll post my schedule. Like I said, I'll be streaming on the road, and I know like I usually get into town a little bit early, and I'll do like a just go to the bar and do some sketching night and invite locals out. And like, hey, if you're an artist in town, you want to chill and sketch and drink beers, come hang. And yeah, if we decide to come through Memphis or whatnot, I'll have everything posted, like where I'm going and whatnot.
Who you get choices?
Well, I get choices: small shells or penne regate. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go with the penne.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. My mom never gave me a choice of pasta growing up. Stofers only came in one shape. There we go. Don't tell Mom I said that, Ian. Cool little dive art bar here too. Oh, nice. Yeah, I want to check out all these cities. I mean, that whole area, kind of Memphis, Nashville, Louisville, you know, like just kind of in the middle there is really cool. There's a lot of great culture. Even up into like Columbus, Ohio. I know people are like, Ohio? And I'm like, yeah. No, if you didn't hear it, Ian, then you don't need to. Yeah, I like that whole little area. Columbus is awesome, and there's a lot of great artists up there. Brian Ewing, he's one of the probably greatest rock poster artists ever. He's a buddy of mine, and I see him at Rock on the Range and whatnot. And yeah, it's just a great grouping of artists, you know. And you usually can find it in cities that are cheap because it's like, you know, it's not important if you didn't hear it. I heard St. Louis is kind of rough though, huh? Like it's a little rough around the edges. I've heard mixed reviews about St. Louis, but I have not been. I mean, I've driven through. I forgot to put the cream color in the middle here, so we're just gonna throw a little in there. What in God's name is... Oh, that's his ear. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you were being sarcastic. Okay. Hear what? I'm going to get a call from my mom. If you got a problem, not cooking. Yeah, I guess I could do I got this Cheshire thing over here. I like how the eyes came out. I don't want them just like dead plasticky. That's kind of, I think if the eyes actually look a little bit more realistic or whatnot. Hang on one second. Let me grab this print. Let's see here. Oh. Yeah, I like these eyes. But there's the Cheshire I did for the dab mats and whatnot, so I think we're gonna go with that as far as the eyes. I like that blue. Mom, Sean said you only cooked Hamburger Helper. She did cook Hamburger Helper. And I gotta tell you, I am like traumatized from that shit. I don't know, but that was like hip in the 80s, you know, like. God, they still make that? Is Hamburger Helper still around? I mean, it's more like Hamburger Terrorizer. Like, poor beef. I'm so sorry you had to go through that. A bigger brush here. All right. So me and Jen have been making pastas when we go to work lately. Yeah, it's a very real thing. Fuck yeah, man. Pasta's good. You could do so much with it, and with not a lot of ingredients, you know. Spice that shit up right, and a lot of garlic. I'm a garlic fiend, though. I love garlic. When I was a cook in New Orleans, like every shift change, when the night shift came in, we'd all just grab a clove of garlic, whoop, pop that in, and eat it just to make sure we're, you know, keeping the health up. Because that was a very strenuous job. Cooking in New Orleans is no joke, especially during Mardi Gras. All fresh. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll put garlic on anything. I'll put ketchup on anything too, though, so. That's what my little boy's into now. Can I have rice with ketchup? Can I have cereal with ketchup? I mean, if he could get away with that, he probably would. Frosted ketchup wheats. Alright, so we're going to go... Drop in this base color, base blue. There we go. Hey, anybody see that Ready Player One movie? Was that just a big hunk of shit, or what? I think it's already out on Blu-ray, right? I thought it just hit theaters. I don't even understand the premise of that thing. Like, just take as many characters as Spielberg could get licensed and throw it in a movie? The last movie I saw, A Quiet Place, that was a great movie. Woo! Was it that bad? I didn't see Ready Player One. No, I just saw a commercial like yesterday where it's like, own it on Blu-ray. And I'm like, probably not. Are Blu-ray players a thing? I just download my shit, you know, not pirate, but it, you know, Voodoo or something like that. So, all right, so we'll go. Let's use some of this purple, mix it in here a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Hey, we did something. No, I saw A Quiet Place. That was the last movie I saw. I thought it was really good. It had a pretty fresh premise, I thought, you know. It was kind of groovy. Haven't seen any other ones. Yeah. I don't get the premise. Like, what is it? Is it like gamer or whatever? Is it like some kid gets sucked into a video game, or is it like... Wait, I'm trying to remember the trailer. Is it like Wizard? The Wizard with Ralph Macchio? Or whatever his name was. Kevin from the Wonder Years. Where they introduced the Nintendo Power Glove. That's what I want to see. Exactly. That's all music or movies are going to be today. Like, just so fucking confusing. You have to go see them. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but here's my money. Oh, Elon Musk is trying to control the virtual world. No. And so some dude's gonna dress up as the Iron Giant and go kick some corporate ass. I mean, I don't know. Hollywood really that bad? I mean, I've spent some time in Hollywood. I mean, I know what the people look like and act like, but it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, what goes on in those boardrooms when they like discuss what movie to make? Oh, hi, Panda. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Just painting a trippy little purple thing, cat thing. And the Cockpaw, or whatever. I know that's your favorite. Doing great. Awesome, awesome. I am too. Glad to be streaming again after my little incident last week, and I seem to be off the week before too. I had the reunion and then the fire, and it's like, fuck. But I've been on the phone all day too. I've been doing a lot of fundraising calls for the business, and like, ugh. Can I just paint, please? Cockpaw for life. That deserves a couple of devil licks. Cockpaw the Magnificent. That's going to be this turtle's name, or this cat's name. We're going to change it from the Cheshire. Cockpaw the Magnificent. We had a bunch of viewers leave. They're like, this got weird. Would you lick the Cockpaw? Oh, we all would. There's no doubt about that. There would be some serious. What? This Friday is going to be fucked up too? Why? What's Friday? I don't know what Friday is. Wait, because you gotta work 36 hours in a row or some crazy shit like that? Your schedule sucks, dude. But I commend you for working that hard. There we go, a little more. Yes. Make sure it's nice and dark under the lid. Duh. Obviously. It's like kiss the ring, no, lick the Cockpaw. Bobby, lick the Cockpaw. Alrighty. So what if she'll leave his eyes white and just make him smoking? That would be radical. You had your reunion, then your block caught on fire. Some shit's gonna go down and you won't stream again, right? Fucking Godzilla will come out of the mountain, awoken by the fire. Like, great. I know, I like my Friday streams too. I mean, Friday's a fun night to stream. Everybody's like partying and I've had some really good Friday streams. Yeah, it'll just be me streaming from the back of a cop car. Like, like what the fuck did he do? No, I promise I think I'm on the upswing from weird job distorting shit. Or I don't want to say job. I don't have a job. There we go. The Cockpaw car. Oh, that would be awesome, like Dumb and Dumber, but it's just a Cockpaw with wheels. Don't tempt me. You have no idea what I'll do. How about some ink? What the hell is this? Oh. The Covenant remix. Run around slapping the street. We could make some Cockpaw stickers. I'd be down for doing that. I think that'd be pretty fucking hilarious. Stupid fruit fly. Get in there with my thumb and do a little blending. There we go. I'm seeing hubcaps with dildos and cat balls on the end of them. Oh, yes. Stickers. Yeah, there you go. And you know what? That's an original idea. I would be honored to paint the Cockpaw in 2020. I actually started working on that campaign today in my business plan. I was writing down like I got to come up with the next 3 years of what I'm doing stage by stage, and 2020 was launching that, and I was like, I can't wait to see what people make me paint. Cockpaw for the win. We could do the Cockpaw kickoff. That'll be the first one I paint. Really set the tone for the entire year. It'll be like super bad. I'll just have a lunchbox full of penis drawings, and they made me do it. This one looks like a kitty cat, though. There we go. Shading those eyes. I can't wait for that. That's going to be so fun. The dildo forest, right? It'll be like the dildo kids instead of the lollipop kids. That would just be amazing. We represent the dildo kids. We'd like to present this to you, Dorothy. Bend over. You guys are horrible. Fucking horrible. I don't know why I hang out on this stream. This evolved quickly. Normally does, man. It's the internet. It takes a lot to take something, and really accelerate it to an intelligent, drive it to an intelligent place. But devolving instantly. It'd be like, Sally so-and-so was the first Pulitzer Prize winner for a woman. That bitch's dress is ugly. That'd be like the first comment on the internet. What was that meme I saw where it was like some stick figure with giant balls, and it's like on the internet, and it's like off the internet. He's got like no balls. So true. All right, I like that. I almost want to smoke those eyes in, but I think he'll look pretty cool with the black, so I'm just going to shut up. Bring down the shadow. Well, it got you guys thinking, and I guess that's a good thing, right? Elon Musk's new roadster, the Cockpaw, driving through the dildo forest. Be a nice car commercial. I think you maybe hit on something. What I'm going to do is paint it and then send it to Elon Musk. Be like, here's a concept sketch for your next roadster and your next car commercial. There we go. You can hit this with some dark purple. What would you do if you manufactured it? Buy one? Duh. Or demand one for free. You better be sending me one. Just this giant, like, gift wrapped kitty cat cock in my front, just delivered to my house. It'd be amazing. Outstanding. Out freaking standing. He'd like shoot one into space, so we'd have a giant like cock orbiting Earth. We could go so many ways with this. He just make the rocket look like it. That'd be cool. We could actually redesign his rockets to look like that shit. Let's see here. Frozen plasma. Neurotic fish.